because it's all about the majors for these boys. Sure, the FedEx Cup's nice; it's money in the bank, right? But it's the groundwork is now for Augusta.
Totally.
So, I just think Scottie takes it all, but we'll see.
Welcome back to the Golf Asylum podcast. Thanks for listening. Like and subscribe.
Thanks for listening.
Oh, get it in early.
How long were you thinking about that?
I said
opening. I
thought earlier, I was like, I'm going to get it in right away. Do us a favor, like and subscribe.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome to the week of golf.
How was your week of golf?
It was okay. Played our member guest. We did very bad.
I heard. I got the debrief.
We did not play well. And then, played a little match on Thursday. Got buzzsawed. So, great week.
Great week on the course.
Yeah.
It happens. Trying to get the kids into golf and my kids. And trying to explain to them not every shot's a good shot, not every chip's a good chip. There's probably more ones you're a bit disappointed with than ones you really like.
So true.
Take it for what it is, and that kind is golf. But trying to explain that to a 5 and a 6-year-old is definitely not easy. But that literally is it. How do you cope with that? Yeah.
Swear a lot.
Yeah.
Go quiet.
Yeah, just on to the next, isn't it?
On to the next.
I mean, that's once you get a bit older, you kind of do appreciate those old cliche terms. One shot at a time. Most important shot's the next one.
Yeah.
That's kind of it. I was talking to a friend of ours the other day, and he had a great run this year. Finished, I think, 2nd or 3rd at the Ontario Seniors, and he's been working with a sports psychologist this year, and he was playing the Ontario Senior Championship, and he said that it was 50-kilometre-an-hour winds the first day, and he came off the golf course and didn't realise what he shot. And I've said, I've kind of heard people talk about that. I've never done that. I've never managed to stay so much in the moment of each shot that I always know. He said, well, I had my caddy mark the scorecard. That's always good. But he said, I was just so invested in the next shot that, I didn't know what I walked off and scored. I knew I'd played pretty well, and he was leading the tournament. But just that kind of mindset of not stewing over the one before, not thinking about the par 3 or short par 4 coming that's the birdie chance or the short 5. Literally just staying in the moment of the game. There's nothing you can do to control what's coming down the pipeline. Same in life.
Yeah, very true.
Not getting too deep into the whole thing, but same in life. I mean, what you worried about what's coming down the pipeline for? There's nothing you can do about it.
No.
What's in the past?
It's funny though,
either.
In life, you might be looking forward to what's coming down the pipeline because you're excited for it. But in golf, I mean, there's times you're playing, you're like, oh boy, here comes a par 3.
Yeah.
I got to hit it on the green.
Yeah. Yeah, I think sports performance, sports psychology is not new, but I definitely think there's going to be a little resurgence in it. I think as athletic ability reaches sort of a certain level, a very high level, I do think, when you see the kids that are coming out, how many good kids there are, it's not the ball speed that's the separator anymore. Like, everyone's fast.
Everyone's fast, yeah.
No one really, to be honest, if we were, again, talking about this in the same conversation as the sports psychologist stuff, and it's like, no one cares really what ball speed you are anymore. It was a thing a few years ago.
Yeah.
Oh, he's this ball speed. Oh, he's that ball speed. No one really cares anymore.
Yeah.
Everyone hits it pretty good on tour and that type of thing. But, you hear about kids like Jackson Coyven, and they say, oh, no, it's his mental game. It's the best part of his game. He's a great strategist. And, you hear all these things. And it's like, yeah, let's bring that back as being
totally
popular and important.
I could use one.
A psychologist?
Oh, I
could agree. I could see that, actually.
For sure. Yeah, golf's a funny game.
Oh, no doubt about that. No doubt about it. You think you've got it. Like, a friend of ours, again, texted me the other day, like his list of his last, 20 scores or something like that. And he's like, so frustrating. Exclamation mark. I'm like, what's frustrating about it? He's like, oh, it should be 3 to 5 shots better every round. I'm like, says who?
Yeah.
He said, well, I feel like I always walk off the golf course and I've left a few out there. Everyone feels like that.
Yeah.
No one walks off the golf course and went, geez, that was 72, but should have really been 78.
Yeah.
No, I mean, that is really rare. The example I gave you earlier with Charlie Green, 2 greens in regulation and shot 1 under. Like maybe that type of thing, that's an 80 waiting to happen for most people. But I think everyone walks off the course going, yeah, I mean, that putt, if I hadn't hit that one in a bush, very rarely do you squeeze what you should.
No kidding. No kidding.
Speaking of squeezing everything out their game, back to his dominant best, the world number 1 by a country mile.
Crazy.
Mr. Scottie Scheffler.
Tell you, the golf course looked nothing special, bit boring, bit rough in some areas. But man, it looked like a couple years ago, Scottie he was hitting his irons good again. He's rolling the putter really nicely. He did have a driver change. But yeah, it looked like, would I say it's a shame that it's happening now? Obviously, I'm sure he would have liked it for this form to be happening 3 months ago.
Yeah.
Because he's got a couple more playoff events and then President's Cup, which I'm sure those boys are like, President's Cup's not the Ryder Cup. So
I mean, have you heard anything about it? Really, other than the filler content that goes on the Golf Channel? I've not heard anyone talk about it.
No, I've not heard a player in their post-round interview going, no, I'm looking forward to President's Cup. So who knows? But man, oh man, Scottie's playing some really good golf.
He is. He's so far ahead of the world number 2, that's for sure. Is Rory even world number 2? Is he still world number 2? I think he probably is.
Yeah, he must be.
Can't be by much. I mean, Cam Young and Fitzy have been way better than him this year. Like, I can't remember if it was you or I that was talking about it, but we're talking about, nothing you can do to change the past, nothing you can do. Well, there's, don't worry about the future. But if Rory had not had thrown in even just that good Friday at Augusta, right, where he kind of like made the most out of his round and that chip in and like had, he just made the most out of that. I mean, that season would have been a complete bust for him. If he hadn't, because he was poor in the weekend, obviously good in the back nine to wrestle it back and get himself kind of there. But outside of that, I mean, it's been a terrible year for Rory.
Was it yesterday when he teed off? He was a few over.
He was five over through 6.
Yeah,
and fair play to him. I think through 16 he got it back to level.
Right. Yeah.
And then he bogeyed the last 2. So obviously he's kind of he found a little bit of something in there to string whatever it is, 10 holes of real decent golf together, 10 holes and 5 under.
I thought he wasn't going to play.
I thought that as well. I thought he said he wasn't playing.
I was kind of shocked to see him show up.
Now, does that mean he'll make his quota? Is that him on 12 events now? Because he's going to play next week and then obviously tour. Oh no, it's 15's the number, isn't it?
15, yeah, but I think that's for next year.
But he's not going to make his number for this year.
Oh really?
Yeah, he's like that's been the whole thing. On this year, like he's told the commissioner, like he's like, yeah, I won't fulfill my obligation to you this year. Like, what can you do about it? Basically, you didn't know that?
No, I thought he played enough events this year.
No.
Oh wow.
No, he's basically going to leave the PGA Tour with a problem as to what do they do about it. Do they punish him? Do they do
They won't
nothing?
punish him. They'll do nothing. They're like, oh, busy year.
Oh, it's not a busy year.
I know.
We spoke with this in the podcast, I'm sure we have.
I know. But they'll just give him exemption for everything.
Who knows? I mean, I don't know how you can. Again, get back to sponsors. Like, if they do and sponsors start going, well, so it's okay for your best players not to turn up when we're shelling out all this money.
Yeah.
I think they've got to make some kind of precedent over it. I mean, like, I know there's the whole Rory was like the scapegoat for the PGA Tour Live. Like, he was the guy they kind of pushed out on the podium to talk about it and stuff like that. And it seems like the resentment towards the tour grew from there, that he took the bullets, which is probably fair.
I think he was in charge of like the player committee on the PGA Tour or something like that.
Definitely Jay Monahan kind of like had his two hands on his back, like, yeah, you go and talk about it. Like if I talk about it, I'll get, I'll be out.
Cremated.
Aye, basically. They'll kind of stone me. Whereas if Rory does it, it's been to his detriment. There's no doubt about it. The guy just looks like golf's just not his happy place right now. And where was he seen recently? Night was it Ibiza?
Greece.
Was it Greece?
Yeah.
6 in the morning. 6 in the morning.
Why not?
Oh, absolutely. But he's got I don't know. That might be a few weeks ago now, to be fair. But golf is not in his mind.
No.
Golf is not in his mind. But I think that's when you see the difference of the life. Not rightly or wrongly, it's whatever you want, but the difference in the life that Scottie lives. Right? He's taken the time. I mean, effectively, the PGA Tour had, what was it, a month off, we said?
Something like that. Yeah,
about
couple
that.
weeks anyways.
No, it was DP World had a month
DP
off.
World had a month off.
There was like a month off of when the top players, till they had to come back for the playoffs from the Open. It's roughly a month, maybe 3.5-4 weeks. But Scottie would have been just at home.
Grinding.
Baby number 2.
Well, they showed his coach standing on the back 18 yesterday, and he was crying. So obviously, whatever they worked on when they were off, it's nice to see.
His coach was crying.
His coach had tears. Well, his coach was wearing sunglasses, but you could tell he had the vibrating lip. So obviously, whatever they worked on when they were off worked. So,
yeah. I mean, an indication of his dominance. He has just under twice as many points. Cam Young's had a great year.
Yeah.
But over the kind of course of the qualifying campaign for the President's Cup, he has 7,000 more points than Cam Young. Cam Young has 7,854. Scottie is over 14,500 points.
So I'm shocked. Like, he can't win the FedEx Cup next week if he wins? It ends up resets.
Yeah, which is what Rory's point about, like, why would it doesn't serve me to put myself in a position.
That's a great point. If Rory just took a couple weeks off, worked on his game, and came to the finals to win.
But what I mean,
I know.
I'm not trying not to say something that's kind of too derogatory to Rory, because you've got to give him.
Oh, because the commentators will be at you.
No, I listen. I think probably a lot. Rory seems to be. He's as we would call in the UK, he's Marmite. You either love him or you hate him, and it just
that's the stuff you spread on toast.
Aye.
Oh, I hate Marmite.
No, Marmite. You see either love or hate, because whenever he comes up in conversation, it just seems like people either want to just go for him or they defend him to the hilt. So, I just think, it might not, your results might not contribute to your standing, whether you're 30th or first going into the Tour Championship.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, form it's not a switch.
Yeah.
You can't just flip it, as he saw this week, and turn up. Like, he was basically DFL. I think he was third last in the tournament. Well, when have you ever seen
Who'd he beat? Kevin Streelman.
Well, Bob McIntyre pulled out with an injury. Akshay was Doc Cotton. He was rubbish.
Yeah.
I think he may be in last. And there was someone else. But Justin Rose, another one. He was basically right there with
He's
Rory.
done hee-haw.
Since the start of the year. I tell you what, though, I make the argument, and I have done before, so it's not Ryder Cup year.
They don't care.
It's not like these boys, like they ratchet their performance towards the Ryder Cup. That's maybe part of the difference with some of the European and US. Like, how many Europeans have an off year? Fitzy hasn't, obviously. He's built, but he came into form at the Ryder Cup at the right time last year, and then he's built on that for a great year. But other than that, I think the Højgaard boys have done well. I think I don't know which one, but one of them
almost won
in Denmark.
Yeah.
So, but it feels like a real off year for some of these big name European boys.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So yeah, not nice to see. Nice to see Scottie putting the young bucks back in their place. Right, it's been 3 weeks of who did we have first? Koiven, Thorbjornsen, Michael Thorbjornsen,
Michael Brennan,
and then Brennan was the last one. So the 3 weeks of the future,
which I liked. I thought it was good.
It was great, and then but you've kind of get the big dog comes in when it matters and
Yeah.
just goes, listen, puppies, settle down there.
Fight down.
Aye, plenty.
Take him, dude.
That's plenty Chinatown.
Listen to the sound of the jungle drums. I watched that the other day, actually.
So good. So good. How did Rory get his mojo back then? How does he... is it going to be one good round that kickstarts the season? Is it...
Do you think he wins in Dubai before the end of the year?
I've marked where I think he gets his form back. I think it's the Irish Open at Doonbeg.
Oh, really? When is that?
It's like the 11th of September or something like that. Or some point around that week. So he's obviously he's played this week, he plays next week, he plays the FedEx final. Then he'll get 3 tournaments and then he'll I think he'll probably a week off and then it's the...
Right. So he'll go home.
So he'll go home. It's, he enjoys obviously that Irish Open. He'll kind of play himself back to form. I think by then you might see Rory playing some half decent golf again. Then you've got Wentworth.
Right.
That'll come up the BMW, which he obviously likes playing. I bet you Rory just see when he gets back over there in amongst an environment.
Yeah.
Like I know he's with Shane Lowry a lot, but it's like him and all the European boys.
But he's home.
Yeah. I wonder if
he's won
Tom
Wentworth
McKibben?
before, right?
Oh, he's won it a few times.
Okay.
Yeah, he plays really well around there. Actually, he really.
Well, he
does
should.
well. Why?
He lives on it.
Is he? He has a
he's
place on there, doesn't he?
13 or something like that.
Aye. So yeah, I would expect that too, where his form, would return. I wouldn't expect anything really of him. I think by the Tour Championship, you might see him starting to throw some better rounds. I don't expect him to challenge.
He plays well at Eastlake, well enough.
Yeah. It's very Augusta-ish, right? It's a course that obviously they return to every year, and it's got quite a lot of similarities. You see that with Tiger over the years. He plays really well there.
Do you think it's a year where someone wins the tournament and someone wins the FedEx Cup, like two different people?
Scottie takes it all.
Yeah, that'd be so good.
I think Scottie just takes it all this year. Yeah, I think
$2 million.
Now that he kind of I feel like when he wants to put his foot down, push the pedal down, he can just pull away from them all.
Yeah.
He's just got horsepower that
his iron play just looked like OG iron play that he had again. High, stopping next to tight to the pin kind of thing, and obviously he's rolling it well, but his iron play looked really good.
And obviously that driver change, like you say, put some, obviously he's driving it well. I think he's struggled with the driver and putter. I think has been a bit of his issue this year. Putting is, I don't know where putting stats are, but I know his putting hasn't been great, and obviously for him to change back into QI4D at this point,
yeah,
I wonder if it'll, because obviously it's a 2-year cycle now, so maybe this is a bit his prep for next year as well. Which not
Ryder Cup here.
Well, I think more for the majors. I think his prep for Augusta starts, which it should start at the end of the major season, because it's all about the majors for these boys. Sure, the FedEx Cup's nice, it's money in the bank, right? But, it's, the groundwork is now for Augusta.
Totally.
So, I just think Scottie takes it all. But we'll see. Was it next? One more week. So you go...
What do they have this week? BMW?
BMW, then so it goes 70, 50, 30. Top 70, top 50, top 30. So, did it used to be 4 events within the...
I thought it used to be 4 events.
I think it did used to be that. But, it's only 3, isn't it?
It's only 3,
yeah. Yeah. We had the US Amateur this past week.
Mm-hmm.
It's nice to see it getting a bit of coverage.
Yeah, it's good.
It gets a,
It should get coverage.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, USAM, I think it's there's so much history. It's a big event. Guys who have won it have gone on to do great things in golf. Some guys have won it and have done nothing. But yeah, it's good to see. Obviously, you get to showcase a golf course that not many people will get to see in person.
I like Marion.
And the level of players is amazing. They're all like we said, they all have fastball speed. They all stripe it, and it just comes down to who can grind the most.
Yeah. It's funny though. It doesn't guarantee you anything though. That kind of like, you look, if we go back to, where are we going to go back to? Let's go back 10 years. 2016 champion, Curtis Luck. 2017, Doc Redman. Yep. Yeah, I was thinking he's playing back to, he's Corn Ferry now. He had his PGA Tour and he's Corn Ferry. Victor Hovland, 2018. Andy Ogletree. Is he on
He went to
the Live High Flyers?
Yeah.
Pronounce this one. Tyler Strafacci.
Oh yeah. I remember he played in the Masters, but then after that he did nothing.
James Pyatt, 2021. Sam Bennett, 2022. Nick Dunlap, 2023. Jose Luis Ballester, 2024. I think he's in Live, isn't he? He's Fireballs. Mason Howell, 2025. Jack Whaley this year. So, and even of the runners up, Brad Dalkey, 2016. Didn't realise that was 2016. Doug Gim, obviously, he's made his way out there. There's Neil Shipley was 2023 runner up. I don't think if I read you out any of the other ones, you'd recognise him.
That's Sam Bennett after he did. Remember, he was like not leading the Masters, but he was up on the leaderboard.
That's right.
After that, I haven't seen or heard of his name. Yeah, it's hard. It's a hard game.
Good players out there. So yeah, it just shows you at the top of the game. It guarantee top of the amateur game. It doesn't guarantee you a place at the top of the.
Unless you're Stu Hagestad, then you get to play in everything you want.
There's a few guys like that. I was talking about someone the other day. A Welsh, I can't remember exactly his name. What's his name? He's a Welsh lad, but again, same, works for a hedge fund. He's got memberships at these clubs. He literally lives in Jupiter. But I think there's a bunch of these guys who are just live that life. So like they work, they're smart. They're good at the business dinners. They go and play the corporate days, and they're basically on retainer for what they do.
What a deal! Would you take it?
No.
Oh, I'd take it. Why not?
No, it's not for me. Why not? Because my goal in life is not to play. I can play good golf courses anytime I want, right? But it's not my goal in life is to play good golf courses. It's not to live in a bubble of elitism or just that does nothing for me. Like I'm driven by business goals, by family goals, by health and wellness goals. I just think if I lived in that life, it would be the opposite. Dinners, drinking,
not healthy,
no. Right? A lot of that sort of stuff. That
I'm sure it can get old real fast.
Yeah.
Rinse and repeat.
Definitely, and listen, I call it the bubble for a reason. Like once you're in there, you kind of like you work the circles of kind of influence, and you get the Augusta call, you get that call, you get to that call, which is great. All those guys do that, but I just think in terms of like legacy, if you like, there's things in life that I want there to be a legacy about, and not doing or living that life wouldn't achieve anything like that for me personally.
Yeah.
But I understand the appeal to it. These guys are, I think playing good golf unconsciously is a real skill. When you can turn up and you can, shake hands, meet Jimmy, Jack and Joe, they work for Goldman Sachs, they want to okay, let's go play medalist. And you go out and shoot 65 and you just hit it on a string, and then you go for dinner and steak and wine and, right? And then you're back in the tee the next day and you do it all again. Like that's a real skill. I know a few boys who have got that in the locker, and that's so I think if I could turn up, maybe and play golf unconsciously well like that, I would do a little bit more of that kind of scene. But to me, like golf's a bit of a chore at times, like in that sense of like I have to prepare to play well.
Yeah.
You know, I've never found that golf to me came that easily,
Right.
where I just turn up and play well.
Yeah. Peg it in the ground and go.
Yeah, when there's an expectation for
Right,
it, for,
of course.
for
Yeah,
you
yeah,
to
yeah.
play well.
Yeah.
It's nice when you do, and you know it's shite when you don't.
Tell me about it. Preach.
I know. Yeah, it's English lad, third. Was it? Is our third English US Open champion.
Yeah, Fitzy, him, and a boy from 1910 or something like that.
Did Luke Donald ever win it? No. Is that right? The boy, some that far back.
Yeah.
Here's a question for you. Let's go over the last 30 years, right? So we say 2026, back to 1996. How many non-US winners have there been of the US Amateur since in 30 years?
3.
That was the 11th.
Okay.
1 and 3, effectively.
Not bad.
Not bad. I thought it would be a little bit. No, actually, as I look at it. So you've got Nick Flanagan or like Eduardo Molinari. There was a good little run there, actually. Ryan Moore, 2004. Eduardo Molinari, 2005. Richie Ramsey, 2006.
Oh, wow, okay.
Ricky Barnes, 2002. Tiger Woods. But if you go from like 2002. Wow. 2002. So in another 30-year period, 2002 to 1972, how
All
many
Americans?
All-Americans? Not one international winner.
That's insane.
That is insane. A good tournament, though. Yeah. Shout out to our lad Justin Matthews, Canadian #1, our top amateur. He
Best of 32.
qualified. I think he qualified kind of middle of the pack. I think he was seeded like 30-something. And was it the round of 32?
Round of 32, yeah.
So he won, one match?
Mm-hmm.
Won his 64, and then he lost. Was it not? Because I thought, did Miles Russell play Ryder Cowan in the round of 64?
I think so. I'll pull it up. We will see. This ever loads.
Let's see. Yeah, a bit of a shame those two get drawn against each other, though, wasn't it?
I know.
I would have loved to have seen.
To be fair, that Miles Russell didn't look like he had his best.
Is that right? I didn't. Let's see. Miles Russell. Where did they both qualify? Just shows you, though, you know, it really doesn't matter where you qualify. I think that lad, Jack Whaley, was 60th. Yeah, it was the round of 6. You're right. It was the first round of the match play. Ryder Cowan 2-1.
Yeah.
Justin Matthews won his first one 4-3. And then
Justin Matthews lost to Ryder Cowan in rounds of 32.
Right. That's when Dawson Liu lost as well. Yeah, so shout out to the Canadian boys. Obviously, it would have been nice if they went a little bit further, but yeah, Justin was just a little bit. I was looking at the scores, and he was a little. He just made a few too many mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he threw in loads of birdies. What do you have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 birdies, so kind of standardish for him. But yeah, boy, Cowan seems to be the real deal.
Yeah.
Did he make I think he did make the Walker Cup team, didn't he?
He did, yeah.
So I'm on there as well.
Miles Russell made it. He made it.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Back-to-back Walker Cups.
I know. We were just saying that about it being at Cyprus last year, which was great, and now it's
Lahinch.
Lahinch, yeah, I was going to say, yeah. Interesting, they've moved it to even alternate years. It's a interesting call.
Yeah.
Said the Ryder Cup was part of the consideration. I don't get that because it's not the amateurs that play in the Ryder Cup.
I know they play like a junior Ryder Cup the week before, but I don't think that's really anything major.
Interesting. But Young Jack Whaley punches himself the golden ticket, doesn't he? Augusta, Pebble, St Andrews.
Frisco. Oh, I know. He doesn't get it.
He really gets the golden ticket.
Yeah,
he doesn't have to go
play
to
it.
Frisco.
That was so good.
Oh, shitey Frisco.
Oh,
I love people trying to defend PJ Frisco.
so good.
You'd be better off at Brayben down the road.
I love Brayman.
We're both built in a dump. Aye. Augusta, Pebble Beach, St Andrews. I mean, I wonder, when do you start thinking about that? We were talking about staying in the moment, play one shot at a time. When do you start thinking, if I hold this next putt, I play Augusta, Pebble Beach, St Andrews.
Yeah, that bad day to wear white shorts, that's for sure.
Tell you what, that's impressive.
I mean, he probably enjoyed that putt he had on the last hole because
he's got a world-class punch stroke.
aye,
He
but it's
really
like
does.
uphill, little bit of break,
Aye.
can ram it in, call it a day.
I tell you, the way he sets up that putter, I'm a big fan of left-hand low. I don't do it, but I'm a big anytime I worked with
I might try it.
any players who were left-hand low in Quintic, I saw unbelievable numbers. I just see, like, typically players who putt right-hand low, because the right arm's a little bit longer, it kind of causes the right arm to straighten, it causes the right shoulder to come out and the shoulders to open. As soon as you see someone going left-hand low, it squares them up. The arc comes out their stroke, the face rotation comes out their stroke, and they typically putt it great.
Yeah.
And just when I saw him set up to it, I'm just like, my God, that looks right, man. You look like a great putter. Just another kind of one of the key things I look for in putting is what's the recoil like after somebody hits a putt. How much control are you in? I see so many players when they hit a putt, and the putter rebounds back. And it's just like very seldom do you get a good putter who kind of puts that way.
Well, we were saying his putter, I had to like zoom in on one of the posts because I thought it was like an old blade. The putter grip he used was like maybe an Odyssey grip, but it looked like the Win black and red grip that was in every mini putt place in all of North America at one point. But AI won.
Indeed.
Milled. I had one of those.
Yeah. You did have one of those. What did I have? I had the mallet. I had the mallet one.
I gave it to Yeaman, and then he thought the Zemcraft was better. What a hunk of junk.
Why did? Oh, yeah, but he was fitted to it, was he not? He worked with Alex, got fit into it, or something like that. I can't remember exactly.
I don't know.
I know. All right, Michael. Little bit of new product on the came out this week. MG5 TaylorMade wedges.
MG5
Thoughts? Or high toe, not MG.
high toe, yeah.
Wasn't MG5. MG5's already out, but high toe. Thoughts?
I think you and I had a spring fling with high toes at one point when they first came out. The ATV grind, that was good.
Mm-hmm.
I don't mind them. I like how they have a chrome version now, not just the copper color.
Yeah.
Which obviously looks good. I'm sure there'll be a raw version eventually.
Yeah.
Somewhere. But yeah, I'm not a high toe user. I think they look good, but I've moved on.
Yeah. I played it for a little bit. I actually quite liked it.
Out of a bunker, I liked it, but for like a full swing, it was weird.
Yeah, full swing. I just
weird
never.
in my head.
It was a short game specialty club.
Yeah.
Yeah. Agreed. I could just something about it didn't
Something
look right.
weird.
The full grooves.
I'm already thinking
head
of too many
shape.
things in a full swing. So,
No,
but out of a bunker around the greens,
really
it was
good,
great.
eh?
Yeah, really
good for that.
Yeah.
To be honest, I don't really ever. I'm just thinking about it. I don't really ever hit my 50, call it 58 or 59, whatever I use. I don't really ever use it as a full shot club. Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting. Who is it? Is it Tommy? He used one for a long time. I don't know if he still does or.
I know, like guys like Rory and Scottie, they don't use a high toe at all. They just use an MG5, or they might even use a Vokey.
I think Rory has been kind of flirting
60-degree Vokey or something like that.
Yeah. I think TaylorMade had made him a low bounce MG for the Open. They'd kind of ground one down for him, so I know he was using a lob wedge for a tailor-made lob wedge then, but I know he has been tinkering with in his rebel streak. Do you know if you feel like he's in a bit of a rebel streak, Rory? He's a bit anti-establishment, right?
Yeah,
I'm going to play
anti-establishment
14
for sure.
I'm going to play 14 events, not 15. You know, I'm a tailor-made poster boy, but
That's a good
you know,
point.
I'm going to play a Titleist.
Yeah.
Wedge.
He's kind of anti, I would say anti like social media as well. Like he's not staying amongst it or.
I've heard a favorite line of his is, "Don't tell me what to do." I've heard.
Oh, I knew a few PR1CKs that used to say that.
Don't tell me what to do. Is that a blast from the past for you there?
Blast from
Sunshine?
the past is
Not in
for
a
sure.
good way. Not in a good
It's a
way.
nightmare.
We talked at the start of the year for you.
It's going the other way.
I was going to say, we talked about the journey to scratch.
The only thing I'm scratching is my butt. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. I don't know. It's kind of like a little bit of a. I wouldn't say I lost the driver, but the driver's
Did you?
The driver's not consistent. Yeah. So I said, "Oh, my coach looks like he's ready."
Interesting.
Yeah, same with 3-wood. Yesterday, I put an old 3-wood back in play, just because I don't love what I'm using.
You're
right
tinkering
now.
at the top end of the bag. That's not a good
I know.
sign.
Driver's not going to change. It's just I know what I'm doing. It's just bad setup. And 3-wood's kind of let me down a wee bit. Maybe 7-wood too.
Is that right?
Yeah. I don't know. Just no confidence with the woods.
What's because what? you-
There's the typical, fairway off the deck, which has been really good the last kind of year and a bit. I've crept into the heel a little bit again.
Don't enjoy the heel.
No, I know. And kind of one of those where you hit it and you're kind of hoping it does the flight that you're looking for versus, I had a point where I was pretty automatic with a fairway wood where it just went where I pointed and that's what I liked. Irons are okay. Wedge play is getting better, but it's interesting.
So where's
I can't make a putt.
Is that right?
That's the truth right there. I can't make a putt. It's not that I'm like missing a 2-footer or a 3-footer, but when you get on a run where you start making 10-footers, 8-footers, and that kind of feels pretty easy, and then you go through a week of 2 weeks, 3 weeks of just can't make anything, it's very, very strange. But like I said, I feel like I'm pulling some putts. Then you said last week, the face forward putters, they like to aim left and go left, and then it might have been in my head a little bit. So who knows?
Start hanging on to a few.
Who knows? I've been seriously looking at other options for putter, but if I do it, I want to do it like the full breakdown, rebuild, something new.
Fair play. Well, we were talking about. So I'm trying to get back to the golf course at some point. Hopefully, been hitting a few balls, which has been nice. I tried to play in the weekend, but couldn't, and we'll definitely try and play at some point. I'm hoping I might try just like 9 holes. My back is still hurting after practice.
Oh, for a wee 9 holes of the Watson. Why not?
Yeah, probably could. Probably
Any
could.
day. Any day. Wee tee. That's nice.
Aye.
Wee cart. Take a cart if you want. Wee blue flag.
Come on, that's ripping it.
Only joking. Relax.
You could walk a wee limp. They get a wee blue, a wee disabled parking spot.
Yeah, sure. No problem.
Oh, jeez. It'd be nice to try and get out and just try and get round the golf course a little bit. Tell you what's nice though. It doesn't. It's like it's come back a little quicker than I thought it would. I think
That's
maybe
good.
was that as I was saying in the podcast last week. I was feeling really rusty, and then I maybe practiced early in the week, and I didn't have anything in the middle of the week. I practiced again yesterday, and it starting to feel pretty
Maybe
good.
we'll slide a video of your swing into this podcast because I think it looks quite good.
Not bad. It's definitely not too. I think maybe a bit of like not playing an awful lot kind of I don't know, allows you to focus on some sort of technical things, and that's what Braden kind of was what he wanted. He was his goal. He's like, how about we take this time to kind of like spend more time building the pieces. Now, obviously, I still want to play. Like, I don't want to be in winter mode where you're making swing changes. Then you can get eternally stuck in that mode as well. But it would be nice to play, I don't know, 10 times between now and the end of the season or something along those lines, and play some. I don't think it would take too long. I wasn't playing that well before I stopped, so I don't think it would take too long to kind of get back to it. I was telling you, my ball flights come out so low now, though.
Yeah.
It really is. My ball flights came down 30, 40 feet. It's
just got to be a loft thing, the way you're delivering it right now.
Yeah, it must be. Yeah. But it's kind of always been the goal to hit it a bit flatter. I never liked being...
When's the last time you played? Lofty. Hong Kong?
No. I played with Rick at Cragburn.
Oh, right.
Early June.
Right.
That would have been the last time. Yeah, probably 10 weeks ago. Something like that. But before that, when was Hong Kong? When were you out there?
Was it April?
That could have been. I've not played at Brampton this year. I played Copetown once with Yemen.
Right.
Obviously, we played golf this year other than Hong Kong?
No.
That's terrible.
I know, it's bad.
So I try and get...
get a few games.
Try and get a few games in. What's on this week?
Not much.
No.
You know, it's weird. I know what you're going to say, but my body is so sore.
Yeah, take a wee breather.
I know. I might take a few days
Take a few days. Just...
Also, I played last week, and there was a few steak dinners and wines and stuff. And it don't get me wrong. There's times where I enjoy it, but when it's back to back, I can't do hungover golf. I just can't play. I know some people love it and they can do it.
I know.
And I haven't really been drinking a ton this year.
No,
and so to have 2 days in a row where it was full tilt, I was struggling.
I was talking to a really good friend this week, and we were talking about like health and sort of stuff, and some of the changes I've made this year to health and diet and stuff like that. And I was saying, like, how does if I'm being this diligent on what I eat and making sure that I getting properly sourced foods, I was like, how is the rest of the world functioning?
Yeah.
And he's like, they don't. He's like, they don't realize that they are in a lot of people don't realize like how much inflammation they walk about with every day, and like they function at such a low level. They kind of get used to it. It's just like a fog. I think that was what he basically likened it to. He's like, they just walk around in a fog. He's like, he's like, the reason, and you just said it there, is like the reason you can identify your good and bad days is because you now eat much more clean. I don't drink, haven't drunk for 4 years, but he said that's why you can recognize it.
Yeah,
because like a good day feels like. So that's how you know what a bad day feels like. So I thought that was interesting. I'm just looking at like people eat junk. 24/7. They booze. They do this. They that. But I think they are living in the fog.
Yeah,
for a lot of people.
Yep.
So it's interesting to hear you say that. Like you noticed a big difference when you haven't been, and then you do it for a couple of days, and you go, I feel rough. I'm suffering for it. Just sleep patterns.
Oh, sleep.
You don't wear you were talking about getting a whoop again.
Yeah. My uncle's in town, and he's wearing a Hume band.
I've heard of those guys. Yep.
He really likes it. But I might toss on a whoop for a bit and see.
So, yeah. I think that is actually the best way to.
Because sleep's rough right now too. Again.
Yeah. That's what happens. And I've not slept great. The past weekend and last night I slept 9.5 hours, and to be honest today, like my energy's night and day.
So I decided I'm gonna go to bed early last night. So 9:30, shut it down, go to sleep. Wide awake at 11:44. Yeah. I won't forget the time because I tapped my phone. I'm like, maybe it's 5:30. 11:44. I was like, you got to be kidding me. When
we've probably talked about this a little bit in the past. When you're in that sort of like inconsistent circadian rhythm, and you don't sort of like expose yourself to sunlight early in the day.
Yeah.
You don't really shut it down as kind of like sun goes down and turn the phones off, and the body literally just doesn't know where it is.
Yeah. I also need to get rid of this. This is just like there's
It's
like
not the phone you get rid of.
I
It's
know.
TikTok you need to get rid of.
the daily average is gross. And then, I mean, there's times I've opened Instagram, opened Facebook, close it, turn the phone off, and go right back and open Instagram again 30
And you
seconds
go,
later.
Why did I do that? And
I
you go,
know. It's so
don't
stupid.
know. Yeah,
So stupid.
you're just consuming the dopamine, young Michael.
I know. Drugs are bad.
Drugs are for mugs. Kids don't take drugs.
Yeah.
End up like this guy. All right, sunshine. Well, I think that's a wrap. Don't
Is
think
that
there's
an
too
hour?
much. No, 45 minutes.
Oh, that's good.
Concise
Civil.
today.
Civil.
Aye. We're not waffling as much. We got waffle. but
All right. Well,
waffle's
maybe some
always
9
good.
holes this week for you and I.
That'd be nice. Maybe 9 holes, the Watson,
Good old
as a
Waddy.
Gaiman would say. That would be good fun. That would be good fun. Be nice to go and see a ball fly towards a flag.
Well, sometimes it
How
goes
is
the other
old,
way.
Watson? Is it good?
It's okay, yeah.
Is it?
Greens are
Greens are in good shape.
they're okay.
The Watson's not really kind of kept. Is
No,
it?
it's supposed to be kept really well. I just found the greens a little like there's some weird grass on it.
Is there?
Yeah, it's strange.
Wonder
I
why
mean,
that is.
I really only play like once a week.
At least there's grass on it. That 16th hole at Brampton. I think that's
Still not growing.
Yeah, it's not growing. They're going to dig the whole thing up. So September they're talking about, unless they could get it.
They
to
probably
grow.
should raise that green a wee bit because that creek can get too high in the winter.
Yeah,
That's too bad.
I know. It's a shame. It is a shame. I'd like to get there a few more times. Of course, the putting green is unbelievable.
Is it?
Honestly, it's insane. As Yeaman was meeting me to pick up some stuff the other day, and we were in the car park, and I was like, "Look at that putting green! So look how good that looks." And he's like, "It's like a wee wanderer. It's like a carpet. It's like literally like
He
a
wandered
carpet."
over and stole 25 tees, 3 ball markers,
No,
2 divot tools.
no, he was well behaved. He was well behaved.
I tell you,
Ish.
kudos to Yeaman. He was well dressed for the member guest.
Oh, he's been. No wonder he's been thinking about it for
Oh,
2
man.
months.
He won best. If there was an award for best dress, it would have been Scott Yeaman.
Did he come with the tartan breeks and stuff like that for night time?
Tartan pants or breeks, whatever you call them. A velvet green jacket.
A velvet moleskin.
Patent shoes.
He's a Harry Hoofed.
Oh, I loved it.
Fair play to old Yeaman.
Good form.
He's good form. He's always good at these events. My kids are still talking at that barbecue the other night.
Those videos.
Mike and Uncle Scott come back.
I know. So good.
It's funny. All right, guys, have a great week. If you have watched this and listened this long and you just enjoy listening to two, what do we call each other?
I was called a pleb yesterday.
By who?
Some guy in TikTok says, "Oh, the pleb on the left has no opinion." Blah blah blah. I was like, "Why are you still defending Liv?
Pleb.
Still defending it?"
On TikTok.
Yeah, or not TikTok, on Instagram. That was so good. As Mr. Pleb to you, you wee dick.
People get so defensive.
So defensive.
So defensive. You know, if you're out there, just
Leave a comment. Your
relax.
opinion matters.
Lately, the comments have been better. I will
Yeah.
say that. They will say that. If you've got this far, and in order to let us know you've got this far, if you're watching on a device, leave the little golf flag stick emoji,
Oh, he's secret.
just to let us know that you've got this far, because then we'll know who the real ones are.
Yeah, our real friends.
If you've got to the end of this, leave that emoji. If you're watching your phone and you can leave a comment, leave that little golf flag stick.
Nice.
That's what the real ones would do. Right?
The OGs.
The proper fans. All right, guys, have a great week. Hopefully there's some golf ahead for yourselves. We're going to try and get a little bit. We'll report back. Michael's going to give me 9 holes.
0 strokes. What's your handicap
No.
these days?
My back. My back's my handicap.
All right.
I would say
1.
4.
All right, I'll give you 4.
I need 4. Okay, 4 strokes. We'll be back to report the result of the big match of the week. 9 holes, round the Watson, 4 strokes for Fraser.
Brought to you by Capital One.
Let's go. All right, have a good week.